Kamara made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Bridgewater to throw it. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get
A shotgun snap for goal. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. They call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball. Hey, box drop, box drop. 27 Mike, 27.
To throw is gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 50-yard line.
Let's go. Turn the end. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Sick guy. Check sick guy. Check it back or check it.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's Bridgewater. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 9-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Value 3.
Now gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for our Rams. 1st down.
Coming to you.
Goff on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hecker, on to punt for the Rams, standing just outside his own goal line. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Kamara. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Push him back. Push him back. 58 to Mike, 58.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
58.
To throw is Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
Ready up. Hey, check. Let's go. 50. Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. Mike 50.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Get ready.
At their own 15-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Hey, let's roll. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
From the gun, here's gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I'm coming.
Goff now looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. From the gun, Bridgewater. Onto a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abuka in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On second and goal, Bridgewater. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the end zone, Goff. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Check 13.
Hey, Shell. Hey, kill.
From his end zone, Goff on 3rd and long. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now from the 50. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First throw now for the backup Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutt's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Rams take over.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Looking for Woods that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tiger, Tiger.
47's the mic.
Hey, Echo.
Goff. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, 47.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
47's the mic, boys, 47. Check, 47.
Again, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. A give to Kamara running right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. It's a party now.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff, blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Right side complete, that's Woods. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
What? 120. 5.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
The Rams take over. Let's go, boys. Bring it up. At their own 17-yard line.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Refusing to go down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Come on, 180.
On first and 10, Goff going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Trying to get it to Woods, and it's second down.
Cut, 180.
Check, 47. It's a party now.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down throw for Bridgewater. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Saints on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Here's Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. On first down, it's Gurley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
Come on, man. Let's go.
They'll come out in the pistol. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Neil Sterling, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Breeze now. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the 25 on second down, Breeze. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you've got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
You got time right there.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming.
Now it's gone. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Like 20.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Stiff-armed him.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Stinky. I got one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 9. 56.
Hey, exit.
Right there, 56. Watch the screen.
Now Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Back to throw, Breeze. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lap. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
36.
21. Hey, wahoo!
To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Sammy! Under!
Check 3.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 50, Mike 50. Truck. Right now.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
You ain't got nothing.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off.
And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, easy.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Breeze picked up by his nemesis, Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Tight end's right.
Whirling. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Go.
Check Mike 47.
Now Goff with his first throw in OT. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Ancient data. 50 to mark. 50 to mark. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Play action now. Bridgewater sliding out of the pocket to the right side and complete to Thomas. The end result, 21 yards. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
6-man. Check her.
Easy. Opposite.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
0-2. Hey, Delta.
50, Mike. 50. They gonna need
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Here we go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Man, I got you.
14.
47 is the Mike. 47 is the Mike.
Clock.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
47 is the Mike, boys. 47.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Meh.
Yeah,
M-E-H, man. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.